It's slowly getting views. Do you know, was there a catalyst that set this thing off?
Yeah.
Tosh.0.
Oh.
How the hell did they find it?
I don't even think he found it. I think he had like what would you even call that? Like somewhere where like his audience, I think, could submit videos on like the site.
Shit. Okay.
And so somebody found it and was
Like
just
submissions.
like, LOL at the songwriting.
So what was his coverage like? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I actually did something with Tosh.
Oh, that's cool.
It was like the 10-year anniversary or something like that. Or maybe it was 9 years, actually. It was 9.
I wish I could watch this clip of him talking about it, but I'm sure it was
I don't know if he ever even talked about it. It was just like on the website.
Really?
And then it like blew up. Oh, no. Yeah. Well, no, that's old. That's definitely old. So maybe he did talk about it. I've actually never seen this.
Really? Wait, can you guys see if this gets claimed?
Think so.
Yeah,
Unless this is... Oh, no, this is the new one. This is the new one when I went on.
Oh, yeah, this is 2 years ago.
I did a whole reclamation. Yeah, we did like some spoof NPR Tiny Desk.
Can you guys find
stupid joke? Yeah.
Can you guys find the original one if possible?
Yeah.
Okay, this is cool. How was that experience?
Yeah.
I was really scared. Yeah. But he was really cool. You know, I mean, he was really nice, and
sorry, this isn't Ethan. I'll keep checking.
Huh?
What?
Sorry, this isn't. I'll keep checking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we established
this is
that
from a couple years ago.
Hey, AB, next time when she's in the middle of something really personal, just go ahead and whatever's on your thought.
I'm so sorry. No, just because
chime in
there was a
whenever.
second link sent. I didn't want you to open it.
Save me from whatever I'm about to say about myself. I actually don't remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
She doesn't.
The experience, I think, with Tosh.
Oh, yeah, no, he was pretty cool, and like, I mean, I think that, you know, I think what I've found after this experience, especially as I continue to grow up, is a lot of people really didn't understand how young I was at the time. Maybe he did, I don't remember, but I think meeting me now, like a lot of people who had like pretty shit stuff to say about me as a kid, like it's pretty awkward, you know, to see the person in front of you and realize like, oh my God.
You're like, oh my God, I called this 13-year-old a dumb bitch.
Yeah, justifiably
No,
so.
really.
Well, something interesting.
It's kind of crazy.
Something interesting looking back is like, that was one of the first times I can remember on the internet and YouTube where everybody was like, we all agree that we fucking hate this person, this little girl. There was a lot of hate, right?
So much.
I mean, people like were irrationally angry at you.
Yeah.
Which, knowing the backstory, makes it even more fucked up because like you didn't even post it to the internet.
I know, but I that, you know, was like a minute detail. Once you decide something is whatever. I mean, I like sometimes don't even know what to say on the like mass behavior of it all. But I think that this type of thing has happened before, not to compare myself so closely because totally different experiences, but like Britney Spears, like Lindsay Lohan, like these are like all like, I mean, Monica Lewinsky, like these are all like females who, or women who, females, not me saying females, women who have like
By
really.
the way, I also got corrected recently, or I got in trouble for saying females.
It's
educated.
Yeah,
but sometimes
doesn't need to be.
Sometimes I don't even know where it's like you would say female tennis player, right?
Sure.
But see, that's okay, right? Because if I say a woman tennis player, is that awkward sounding? I stopped saying female. It's gone.
I think
it's more so females.
Oh,
like
the female.
calling women females, which I didn't mean.
I think it's just that the word has been ruined. It's not
it's
necessarily wrong. Like you could say that.
This like objectifying term that people like Andrew Tate will use, you know, against women as like a way to not really call them.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but now once someone corrected me on that, or made me aware, then I started hearing people like Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate, and they go females. That's how you get the females. And then I was like, oh my God, that is really weird how they use that word.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, I think it. I don't want to speak on this too crazily because I really don't know, but like I think it has to do probably with like identifying a woman like solely by like her biological assets.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know, so that's not what I meant.
No, of course.
Tangent,
it's just because it was on my mind. So
yeah, people have like over the course of history just like dedicated so much energy to disparaging women, just because like they see other people doing it and it feels for whatever reason, I don't know, good or empowering to do that. And yeah, whether I like, it's interesting because I've experienced so many people say to me like, wow, I didn't realize you were 13, or even apologizing for what they said because they didn't realize I was 13, when I'm like, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So going back a little bit, so Taj.0 did some kind of, he covered the video on his website, not even on TV.
Yeah, maybe he did like, I think after it blew up, maybe he did like a little thing, but I actually don't remember.
And so from that moment, was there kind of like this exponential growth, or how did it go?
It was literally that moment that it like, or that day, that it hit Twitter, it hit like all, like probably 4chan, Reddit, like all those big.
Yeah.
But 4chan was definitely a big part of it at the time.
Best people.
Best.
to be talking about a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah. And it literally like from that day, I mean, by the end of the weekend, it was like at over 1 million views, and then kept going. You know?
As it was going up, that must have been pretty surreal. Were you like, what is happening? Were you scared? Were you excited? What were you feeling?
Scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, when I got home from school that day and I kind of saw what was happening, and like I saw somebody like link me to like the Tosh.0 post, and then that put me on the video, and I like saw that it had all these numbers, and I was like, whoa, I've never been perceived on the internet like this. And then kept scrolling to the comments, and like everything was just ruthless. And yeah, it was horrifying. I mean, I just like immediately, I think, went into shock and started crying, you know.
God. That's so sad, actually, thinking back how that all played out for you.
Yeah, it was scary. Like, cause I'd had like, I think I'd posted my own like stupid YouTube video like a few years before, and then I had like one random like comment that seemed like it was from an older man. This is like way pre-Friday, just me having fun. And I like immediately deleted all my accounts. I was like, no, I'm scared of that. And so that was just like so hard to understand. And so, yeah, I mean, there was like questions of like, should we delete this, or should, you know, it stay up? And for whatever reason, I decided let's keep it up. And
that I think was smart, just because there's no way to stop it at that point.
Yeah.
Someone would just re-upload it.
Right.
Re-upload it, and then you have even less control over like whatever happens to it. I mean, my parents were also just like freaking out, being like, what do we do? And
were you guys immediately had this sense that this is a bad thing, this isn't going to be a good thing?
I felt like it was a bad thing.
Yeah,
because I mean, it was like horrible.
People were not like, oh, this song rules. Everyone was just like,
yeah.
What kind of comments do you remember reading that kind of hit you hard as a 13-year-old girl?
I think the original like Tosh.0 thing was more so about like, oh, the lyrics are stupid, but like I just remember seeing so many people like pointing out like everything about me, and like just being like, she's ugly, she's an idiot, she's fat, she's, you know, just literally like everything.
That's crazy.
And yeah, experiencing like that like rush of just comments about you when you've never experienced that before as a kid.
And were you, as a kid, did you at a certain point stop reading, or did you scroll a lot and read a lot of the comments?
I was scrolling for a while. Yeah.
It's hard not to.
It's so hard not to, because it's not just like your YouTube comments. It's your Twitter. It's your whenever Instagram became a thing, it's your, I mean, people were like finding my like personal Facebook and like trying to say stuff. I mean, people were showing up to my dad's door with like deliveries and shit like that. And then there were death threats. Like, it was just so insane out of nowhere.
And it it was like, well, you got 1 million views in that one day, but it kept going, right? I mean,
yeah, it became the fastest video to reach 100 million views.
Wow.
Really?
Until I think it was Gangnam Style.
Holy shit.
Ate me out.
Let me ask you this. Having it been that popular over that amount of time, by the time it hit 100 million views, were you still feeling like this was a bad thing, or it was just like a bad dream that wouldn't end, or was there a moment where you were able to accept it?
I mean, it was really confusing because I would have like this whole thing happening, which felt like the most true version of what was happening when I would like sit alone in my room on my computer, just like doom scrolling on my own shit. And then like all of a sudden my parents are being like enamored with or tackled with like all these like let me help you out. There were attorneys and agents and managers and like let's help you set this up. Yeah, I mean stuff like that. But then also people who like in the industry were like, let's help you figure this out and do this, and like how can we make the most of this and all that. So I started getting these like really cool experiences that everyone around me, and I think my parents were probably trying to make the most, like just trying to help me like be positive about it. Like I gotta go on Jay Leno. I gotta like work with Katy Perry.
That's pretty crazy.
I gotta go to the Teen Choice Awards and win a Teen Choice Award. And like,
okay, that's cool.
It was cool, and those were really like crazy experiences to have. But then at the same time, like I would like spend the rest of my day, just like reading what was going down, and that really sucked. So
holy shit,
I was pretty like disassociated. Oh, you found the Tosh.0 thing?
There you go, AB. Nicely done.
This is the post.
This is the Internet Archive.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's not even online anymore.
Wow.
Songwriting isn't for everyone. Of course, ironically, because you didn't write the song.
Yeah. Yeah, which is funny because like this isn't even that mean.
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? Oh, this is it. It's a really small post.
Yeah, and then it had. I think that was like the photo was of the video or a link to a video. Or
the joke they wrote is, Rebecca Black, are you sure these are the lyrics you want me to sing? Oh, so they didn't even blame you for the lyrics either.
I guess so. I don't even remember what this said.
Producer, what are you talking about, Rebecca Black? This part where I just kind of slowly explain the ordering of the days of the week, that's the hook, baby. We breaking it down for the kids. They're going to know those days. As an original comment, because they're probably one of the first people to comment on this, it's not that bad.
No. Which is insane considering how far people took it, And everyone can take what they will with that idea, but...
Shout out Mike. Fucking whoever this guy is.
Oh, man.
Let's see who is this guy? I'm curious if it shows up for anything.
Yeah.
Food and Wine.
Okay, so maybe he was a writer for Tosh.0.
Yeah, must.
I'd love to meet you, Mike.
You're the man,
maybe
Mike.
I can invite you to a show.
Dedicated to you, Mike.
Yeah, you can come up for the Friday remix.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, okay, hold on one sec. I'm gonna thank our sponsors real fast, or it's just one sponsor, just 2 minutes, and then we'll get back into it. If you need to use the bathroom or anything?
I actually will.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So I'll do this,
okay,
and then I'll see you in a couple minutes. Thank you. You too.